pretty much an indication that the wall is 100% solidified. Like, it's really a wrap. You could just throw in the towel right now, right? It often begins. What's going on, y'all? Blue Falcon here, coming to you with another video. So this one should be good. Let's just jump right into it. So we have Tracee Ellis Ross. Now, you know, growing up, she's, for me anyway, she was best known for her, I guess, performance in the show Girlfriend. So this is the show right here, if you can see her, and this is her, if you can see the mouse. You know, this is Tracee Ellis Ross. Let me show you some other pictures of her. You know, again, she's the one, the second from the left. So yeah, that's Tracee Ellis Ross, you guys. And you know, she's a fairly beautiful woman. You know, she's not ugly, but you know. But what's the point? The point is that Tracee Ellis Ross has officially hit the wall, you guys. So let me just. It's actually quite sad, if I have to be real honest, but I mean, it's reality. And I come over here on this platform many times really trying to just share with you guys the reason why I hammer it so hard not to listen to bitter old women. I really do. For the one, you know, YouTube is majority male anyway. So for the 1% of females actually listening to this channel, I mean, this is exactly why Blue Falcon warns you guys, warn you girls, from listening to bitter old women, because they clearly do not know what the hell they're talking about. Do not listen to this whole independent, strong woman rhetoric, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is coming from thedailymail.com. And you can kind of see right here, the title, it says, "I can feel my body's ability to make a child draining out of me." Tracee Ellis Ross opens up about being single and childless at 50, saying perimenopause has her re-examining womanhood. Alright, so let's actually go down. It says, Tracee Ellis Ross has opened up about being single and childless at 50. Saying she has had to re-examine what womanhood means now that she is going through perimenopause. The actress, who is the daughter of singing legend Diana Ross, discussed the changes to her body during her appearance on Glennon Doyle's We Can Do Hard Things podcast, which she co-hosts with her wife, former soccer star Abby Wambach, and sister Amanda Doyle. Alright. Anyway, I have for my entire life been tethered to a very routine cycle, and I am very connected to my body. So I would know, I'm ovulating. I would have all the feelings of knowing that, said Ross, who celebrated her milestone birthday on October 29. Okay, here's a picture of her once again. So you can see she's not an ugly woman, even at the age of 50. But I think when we go through what actually takes place, this is why it's even that much more shocking. So let's keep going. It says perimenopause is the lead up to the body's transition to menopause, which is characterized by 12 months without a period. And if you I'm sure ladies will know, right? Menopause, it's finito. Right, it is game over after that, and that's what men called. I mean, truth be told, the wall is really much sooner. The wall is really around like the age of 30. You can still have children, but you know, at that time, your body's already starting to break down. You don't look as vibrant as you used to in your, late teens, early 20s. So the wall definitely comes way before perimenopause, but perimenopause or menopause is pretty much an indication that the wall is 100% solidified. Like, it's really a wrap. You could just throw in the towel right now, right? It often begins between the ages of 45 and 55, though can happen much earlier. Some people may not have any notable symptoms, while others may experience changes in their monthly cycle, hot flashes, trouble sleeping, moodiness, and irritability, or depression, according to the National Institute of Health. All right. The Blackish Star read an excerpt from her journal in which she questioned what it means to be fertile, and it comes to the end of her reproductive years. First of all, there is no question. I don't know what's the, you see, and this is the rhetoric that a lot of these women who are older and have chosen to focus so much on their career rather than trying to start a family. You see, they have to come up with all these, rhetoric to explain away the beauty of actually being a mother. That's all they're really doing. What is there to question? I mean, you have women, as she herself has mentioned, you go through your cycle every month. You are very in tune with your bodies. So literally you are reminded every month why the Most High put you on this earth. The first commandment was be fruitful and multiply. But yet here you have these women, they definitely are going to defy that though. They are definitely going to defy that though. You see, and this is what's crazy because again, and it's like, you are reminded every month why you were put on this earth, which is to be fruitful and multiply. But you're going to totally ignore the literal knocking at the door. You're going to literally deny the literal knocking at the door. It's crazy. So you focus on your careers just for what? To end up like Tracee Ellis Ross, which is, again, that's what makes it so ironic because she's not an ugly woman. She's not. But it goes to show you, here's what you would probably put that as the poster child for strong, independent women. I mean, wouldn't you say, wouldn't you agree? She's the poster child. Let's actually look at it again, right? What do you say she is the poster child for the independent woman? Let's look at this real quick. I mean, look at her. Doesn't she look like a strong woman to you? Right? Right? You see that? Doesn't she look like a strong woman to you? Right? She's here in her 50s having to show her cleavage, right? Because it's so empowering. Look at this girl. It is actually quite sad. But this is what we have. The poster child of female empowerment. And what's so sad about it is, with all that working on your career, what did it get you? They still got you childless and single. And she's going to explain more, you guys. So let's keep going, right? Matter of fact, let's start here. I can feel my body's ability to make a child journeying out of me. Sometimes I find it hilarious, as if there is a fire cell going on in my uterus. Wow. And someone's in there screaming, all things must go, she said. As my body becomes a foreign place to me that doesn't really feel safe or like home, I don't know how to manage or control or fight the external binary narrative of the patriarchy that has hunted me and haunted me most of my adult life, she continued. You see, and this is another thing too that a lot of women would do. They would try to blame it on the patriarchy. There's nothing wrong with the patriarchy. You see, there's nothing wrong with the patriarchy. I mean, you literally, feminists have, right? They have literally complained themselves into the conversation. They have complained themselves into power. They have complained themselves to a point of no return, because here you have all the rights you wanted. Yet you're able to make all the money you want in the world. You're able to reach high heights. And, these women are so successful, they're talking down on men. You're broke. You have no swag, what are those, looking at your shoes, right? So they so focus on the material things, and then they forego the spiritual aspects of this world. They forego a spiritual blessing that the Most High actually affords you, which is the ability to actually conceive. Hey, but never mind that, right? Let's just chase that almighty dollar. So, I mean, this is what she has chosen. Don't blame it on the patriarchy. It's actually the matriarchy that has gotten you to this point, right? As we go down, it says, is it my fertility that is leaving me? Is it my womanhood? Or is it really neither? You see, again, all this question is really not that serious. You hit the wall, sis. That's all there is to it. You hit the wall. Don't be all philosophical about is your womanhood leaving you. You're still a woman. You're just a woman without a child. That's all it really is. You're just a woman that was single. Right? But I have to fight to hold my truth. Another fallacy, right? My truth. There is no such thing as my truth or your truth. The truth stands on its own, right? Nobody has their own truth. The truth is you were a woman who had the ability to conceive, but you chose not to because you were chasing money. You were chasing your career. And the thing is, women, again, no man likes that. No man gives two shits about your level of education. They don't care how much money you make. They don't care what accolades in the world you may have. They really don't care about that. All that's truly important to men: can you cook, clean? Are you agreeable? That's a huge one. Are you able to submit? Are you fit? Are you friendly? Are you feminine? I mean, it's really not that hard to understand what men want. I don't know what book you were reading. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what book you were reading that told you that men cared about your status. You know what I mean? From a monetary standpoint, no man cares about that. No man cares about that. All right. So, where was I? But I have to fight to hold my truth because I have been programmed so successfully by the water we all swim in, by the water we all serve. And I feel fertile with creativity, full of power, more and more a woman than I ever been. And yet that power that I was told I must use was not used. Man, okay, I'm going to stop right there because I personally have heard enough. Fertile with creativity. I don't even think this girl is repentant, say the least. And I'm going to just stop right there because before I corrupt the minds of women who actually believe in this nonsense. But this is complete utter bullshit. Like, seriously.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That it is complete utter bullshit. I don't know what I'm fertile with creativity. Okay, well, take that fertility back to your home with your 20 cats because you didn't have no children. I mean, go ahead and do all that. All right, take that fertility elsewhere. And it's sad because, again, I always warn women, stop listening to women like this. Stop listening to these old, bitter women. Because truth be told, if she was so content with the phase that she's entering in her life, perimenopause and then eventually menopause, if she was so pleased with the direction she was going, she would have no need to even mention this. She would have no need. You should be okay. I mean, you've been talking about this for years. I'm not really looking to get married, or I'm looking for a certain status and all this stuff of it within a man. That man has not come. And best believe, there are men out there who probably make more than her. There's probably men out there that probably fit the criteria that she was looking for in a man. But guess what? Those men were not interested in her. That's the truth. Because those men, right, high value men, they were looking for the fit, feminine, friendly, agreeable, submissive woman. They probably didn't want to hear all this nonsense rhetoric I make my own money. I look at all the TV shows I was on, look at all the movies I was on. They probably don't give two shits about that. So, I mean, you chased the career. Hey, power to you. Power to you, sister. But I do not think that's a life worth living. Neither do I believe that that's the life that you should be trying to preach to other young women. So if they, the 2 to 1% of women that's listening to this, if you are listening, please don't listen to this bullshit narrative that you should be chasing your career rather than trying to pursue building a family. Please don't. Or else you're going to literally end up just like Tracee Ellis Ross. And again, she entered perimenopause at the age of 50, but they said it can happen actually years earlier. So don't even play the game where you're going to gamble. Oh, let me just work on my career a little bit longer. Look, stop. Stop. If you can actually get married and start a family, do so and be content. Do so and be content. You do not need all the riches in the world in order to be happy. And again, this is not just some poor rhetoric that I'm trying to preach to you, right? I'm not trying to say, just accept poverty. That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, understand where your priorities are. Are we going to prioritize money and career over family, over having children? I think that's our life wasted. Anyway, I would like to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you think Tracee Ellis Ross is empowered in her, and she's fertile in her creativity? Or do you think it was all BS that she was spewing right now? And deep down inside, she's actually bitter and upset that the wall is very real. With that being said, you guys, Blue Falcon over and out.
Game to win. Game hard.